Imagine walking into a store with a $20 bill in your hand. You believe you're carrying something valuable. But here's a surprising question. What if that money isn't backed by gold, or silver, or any physical treasure at all? Today, every dollar you use has value because people trust it. But it wasn't always that way. For most of American history, paper money represented something real. At one time, a dollar could be exchanged for gold. Then, one decision changed everything. It happened quietly. Most people never noticed. Yet that single moment transformed the global financial system forever. This is the story of the day America stopped using real money. To understand what happened, we need to travel back to a time before dollars even existed. Long ago, people traded goods directly. If someone wanted bread, they might trade eggs. If they needed clothes, they could offer grain or tools. This system worked until it didn't. Imagine you have fish, but you need shoes. The shoemaker doesn't want fish. He wants wheat. Now you have a problem. Trading became slow and complicated because both people had to want what the other was offering. So people searched for something everyone would accept. Eventually, they found the answer. Gold. Gold was rare. It didn't rust. It was difficult to fake. And almost everyone agreed it had value. Think of gold like a universal ticket. No matter where you went, people were willing to accept it. That made buying and selling much easier. As civilizations grew, carrying heavy bags of gold became inconvenient and dangerous. So banks offered a simple solution. People could leave their gold safely inside the bank. In return, the bank gave them a paper receipt. That receipt promised the owner they could return at any time and exchange it for the same amount of gold. Soon, people realized something. Instead of carrying heavy gold everywhere, they could simply use the paper receipt. Because everyone knew it could always be exchanged for gold. That was the beginning of paper money. The paper itself wasn't valuable. The gold behind it was. As long as every dollar represented real gold, people trusted the system. But then something unexpected happened. Banks noticed that most people never came back to collect all their gold at the same time. The gold stayed inside the vaults. The paper kept circulating. And that gave banks an idea. Suppose 10 people deposited 10 gold bars. Normally, the bank would issue 10 paper certificates. But what if it printed 12, or 15, or even 20? Most people wouldn't notice because very few would ask for their gold on the same day. Everything seemed perfectly normal, until everyone wanted their gold back. Imagine a pizza with 10 slices. Now imagine selling 20 tickets for those same 10 slices. Everything looks fine until everyone arrives for dinner. Suddenly, there isn't enough pizza for everyone. The same thing happened with money. Too many paper claims. Not enough gold. Whenever people lost confidence, they rushed to banks to exchange their paper for gold. These events became known as bank runs. Many banks failed. People lost their savings. Businesses closed. Entire communities suffered. America realized the financial system needed more stability. So in 1913, the Federal Reserve was created. Its purpose was to help support the banking system and keep money moving during financial crises. For many years after that, the US dollar still maintained an important connection to gold. Under international agreements, foreign governments could exchange US dollars for gold. This system helped build confidence around the world. Countries trusted the dollar because they believed it represented real gold stored in American vaults. But after World War II, America changed dramatically. The economy expanded. Government spending increased. Large infrastructure projects were built. New social programs were introduced. The country also spent enormous amounts of money on military operations. To support all of this activity, more dollars entered the economy. But there was one problem. America wasn't discovering huge amounts of new gold. The number of dollars kept growing much faster than the country's gold reserves. Imagine writing 100 gift cards for a store that only has 50 products on its shelves. At first, everything looks fine. Not everyone shops at once. But eventually, customers begin using those gift cards. And then the shortage becomes obvious. That's exactly. America's gold reserves slowly began shrinking. More gold left the country. Pressure increased. The government faced a difficult choice. Keep exchanging dollars for gold, or stop. Then came one of the most important days in financial history. August 15, 1971. President Richard Nixon appeared on national television. He announced that the United States would stop allowing foreign governments to exchange dollars for gold. The decision was introduced as a temporary measure. But temporary became permanent. The dollar never returned to a gold-backed international system. This moment became known as the Nixon shock. From that day forward, the US dollar became something economists call a fiat currency. That may sound complicated, but the idea is actually simple. A fiat currency has value because the government recognizes it as legal money and because people trust that others will accept it in exchange for goods and services. Think about a concert ticket. The paper itself isn't valuable. Its value comes from everyone's agreement that it allows entry into the concert. Modern money works in a similar way. The paper isn't the valuable part. Trust is. Millions of people go to work every day because they know they'll be paid in dollars. Stores accept dollars because they know customers use them. Banks hold dollars because businesses accept them. The entire system continues because people believe the money will still be valuable tomorrow. That trust keeps the economy moving. Does this mean today's money is fake? Not at all. Modern fiat money offers important advantages. It gives governments and central banks more flexibility during recessions and financial emergencies. It allows economies to respond more quickly when unexpected problems appear. But it also comes with responsibilities. If too much money is created while the supply of goods and services doesn't grow at the same pace, prices can rise. That's one reason inflation matters. Finding the right balance is one of the biggest challenges in modern economics. The story of American money isn't really about paper versus gold. It's about something much bigger. It's about trust. Gold once gave people confidence. Today, confidence comes from the strength of institutions, the economy, and the shared belief that money will continue to work tomorrow just as it does today. The next time you pull a dollar from your wallet, remember that you're holding more than a piece of paper. You're holding one of the most powerful ideas ever created. An idea that allows millions of strangers to buy, sell, save, invest, and build entire economies together. And it all changed with one decision made on a summer evening in 1971. If you enjoyed this story and want to discover more fascinating moments that changed the world of money, business, and economics forever, be sure to subscribe. Because history isn't just about the past. It's the key to understanding the world we live in today.